Spend a lot more time on the Nighthawk and on the dirt bike commuting and stuff like that, but always feels like home getting back on this. Oh, and there's my fuel light. I'm home all right. Sticking with the trend from this summer, the only nice sunny hot weather we get is midweek, Monday to Friday, when I'm not on vacation. So here we are on the weekend, and it's about to rain for the majority of it, but it looks like we got a small window before it shows up. And that window got even smaller because I was totally expecting to be up bright and early this morning, since the little one is the alarm clock now. But she decided this morning would be a good time to sleep in till about 9:30. I don't mind the extra sleep since I work till midnight, but it kind of cut into the early send-off that I was planning. I just gotta go meet up with the second half of this race against the weather. Doing the slow creep through town, watching my fuel light blink, making sure that temperature gauge doesn't get any higher than where it is. I was going to say the cooling system on this bike has never really given me any trouble, but most of the systems on this bike have never really given me any trouble. Charging system either, and these are known for having some charging issues once in a while. Just has that one little minor issue where the engine tries to eat itself every once in a while. It's the only annoying part of heading in this direction from out in the area we live. We have to come right into and right through town to get where we're going. Just get ourselves borderline overheated, and then we'll have to stop for fuel on the other end of town here. But then we can actually get going. Well, we got fuel and we made it out. Doing so reminded me of one system on this bike though that is starting to run into an issue, and that's the starting system. The way it acts, it's either got some kind of minor voltage drop in a cable, or most likely the battery's starting to get weak, which is totally understandable since, I mean, I've had this bike for just about 30,000 kilometers and I think 6 years, and I've never replaced the battery. The battery that's in it is actually the same brand that would have came from the factory, so for all I know it could be original. Not that likely, but you know, it's possible. Either way, I'm sure it's getting tired, and it only really acts up when I'm in traffic and everything gets heat soaked. Once, you know, the cables, the starter, the battery itself, everything is just boiling hot from creeping through traffic. It struggles a little bit. As soon as you cool it off, works fine. So I should probably start shopping for a battery before long, because if you keep running it that way, keep cranking that starter at low voltage like that, you could really start to damage things. I wonder how many cars will have to fall into that river before we actually see a bridge back here again, or at least some guardrails. A little bit cooler already down here. Bike's running about 30 degrees Celsius cooler than it was in town. That's nice. Got away from a little bit of that traffic that was holding us up. The road's been pretty clear now. Actually get moving, get some airflow. Ooh, is that fog I see on the water? Usually means a bit of cooler air up here. I just realized this car must be motored along pretty good. You know, as far as your average CRV goes, anyway. Dark clouds here and there. Hopefully we can dodge them. Just for this little ride we have planned today, if I get wet, I don't even care. It'll be part of the fun, trying to see if we do get wet or not. Ooh, it's hot. It is not nearly as cool down in Alma today. Look at this little thing. Suzuki. That's pretty awesome. But the amount of traffic kicking around today, I don't imagine we'll get a very clean run up this hill. didn't work too bad. If we get a clear line of sight, we might even get around these two. I don't think Mike was quite so lucky on the last turn, but that's not bad at all. Here he comes. Fucking white cars. Every once in a while the sky looks a little threatening, and it gets a little better. I don't think the distance to Sussex is much different coming this way, and it's a much funner way to do it, so... Wow, this is loose chip seal. I came through here like less than 10 days ago. There was no sign of any of this then. Oh no, now I'm seeing drops of water. This is not where I want to get wet. I don't mind if we end up getting a little wet, but not on fresh chip seal anyway. He doesn't mind the chip seal. There, that's a little better. Little bit of rain here and there. I just got to remember, if this rain starts getting hot and heavy, I got to ditch the camera quick. In its current setup, it is not waterproof. I'd say water resistant at best. More brand new loose chip seal. Jesus. I sure hope this didn't ruin the whole road. I don't imagine they did the whole thing. Not even sure why they did this. It would have been nice to see them use actual pavement too. I think it ends up here. My nearly bald tires don't need a bunch of pointy rocks. It'd be nice to know there's no more surprises like that waiting through here though. It certainly forces you to bring the pace down anyway. A little bit of rain and a thread of new chip seal around every turn. I'm still confident we can get out of this without getting, you know, totally soaked or totally poured on for the rest of the day. And then it picks up to say, shut your mouth, you'll get whatever I give you. Shell has those new Pilot Road 6 on. They brag about how good they are in the rain. I've got some nearly bald S22s on. Once they get into the wear bars, I don't think they brag about doing anything very well. So far it's just a little sprinkle here and there, enough to cool you off a bit. The main thing it's going to do though is make a huge mess. There's some blue sky. Let's have some more of that. Oh, shut off your windshield wipers. That's not a good sign. Construction, 1 kilometer. That's an even worse sign. That makes me think that there's going to be more chip seal. It'd be nice if there was a sign telling you, oh, wait a minute, they have the road tore up down here. There's like a set of lights. But yeah, if there's going to be fresh chip seal coming, it'd be nice if they gave you lots of warning. Put a sign up. Not a sign that's 10 feet from it either. Hopefully it's not too wet here so it's not all muddy. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. I just looked over my shoulder and the bike was empty. almost kind of skirt the old pavement that's still here. But every once in a while you're back in the dirt. No flats, that's all I want, just no flat tires. I'm already running out this rear tire with a plug in it. I don't want another one. Well, there won't be another one. If it goes flat now, it's just getting peeled off, but I just don't want to have to deal with another flat, especially away from home. Just a little bit of rain and then clear skies, it helps cool you off some, but it sucks that it's still probably going to make a big mess on the bikes. Oh well, a little bit of cleaning is worth it to get out. Funny when I do rides like this on the Nighthawk, I'm always wondering, you know, oh, why does it take so long to get where I'm going with this thing? But it's quite obvious. We spend most of our time cruising at 120, 130 on this, you know, bare minimum 100, 110, where that's kind of where I'm topping out with the Nighthawk, especially by myself, where I just tend to cruise a little bit more relaxed. I guess the rain was supposed to show up at like 4 o'clock sharp. We're pushing our luck because we're getting damn close to 4 o'clock here. So far so good. Just to save a little bit of time though, we're going to take the route that's slightly quicker. Requires a bit of highway, but it's smoother anyway. One thing it's got going for it. Well, we didn't hit rain, but we hit some seriously wet roads, and now we got a seriously dirty bike, but we made it.